Dear friend, the human mind is one of the greatest powers in the world. If you truly desire something from the bottom of your heart, you will get it. These are not only the words of great men but also the truth that we need to understand deeply. But if this is true, why do we still not achieve what we desire with all our heart? Why do we still feel suffering and unhappiness even though we always try to avoid them? The answer lies in how we think and how we regulate our minds. To better understand the power of thoughts and mind, let's dive into a profound and meaningful story about a man searching for happiness and peace in life. Once upon a time, there was a man who lived in sadness and unhappiness. Everything he does doesn't seem to achieve the expected results. He always has to face hardships, suffering, and bad luck. Work was not favorable, money was lacking, and he felt he had been deceived by the people around him. The pressure of work and family weighed heavily, making him feel lonely and lost. Every time I return home, the atmosphere becomes heavy and tense. His family doesn't understand him. No one shares or cares about his feelings because everyone carries their own burdens. His life seemed at a standstill, and he didn't know how to overcome these negative emotions. Sleepless nights became frequent. He tossed and turned, his face heavy with sadness, his eyes dark. Sometimes he thought about running away, but his responsibility to his family held him back. One day, he decided to change his life. He cannot continue to live in this state of poverty and suffering forever. No matter how difficult the job is, he is willing to change. He searched for ways to improve the situation, asking friends and relatives for advice. A friend advised him to go to a spiritualist named Baba, who was rumored to have the ability to change people's fate. His friend said that just by coming to Baba's house, all wishes will come true. Hearing that, he had a ray of hope. He thought that if he just met Baba, all his suffering would disappear. He went to Baba's house and told him everything he was going through, hoping that Baba could help. Baba, a religious spiritualist, diagnosed that he was suffering from starlight and needed to make a gold coin offering to the gods. After that, Baba will perform the ritual to release the curse for him. He assured that after this ceremony, he would have happiness and luck. The man agreed to do as Baba said. Baba came to his house and performed a purification ritual with mystical spells. He said that if there is bad energy in the house, it will flow out. But after it was done, he felt like nothing had changed. Not only did his life not improve, but it was even more miserable because he had to borrow a lot of money for the ceremony. His sadness increased, his belief in a good life gradually disappeared, and he fell into a state of depression, wanting to give up everything. Then one day, a colleague advised him to find a wise Zen master. Wise and rich in compassion. This Zen master helps people selflessly and without taking money. The colleague said, "Try putting your trust in a kind person." Once again, he brought his last ray of hope to meet the Zen master. When he arrived, he saw the Zen master meditating, his face exuding deep peace. He waited outside and looked out at the small garden, his face still heavy with sadness. A moment later, the Zen master came out, approached and asked how he could help. He talked about his worries and misfortunes in life, hoping the Zen master would help him. The Zen master listened and said that he could help him escape his misfortunes with a kind of mantra, but it required constant effort. The Zen master told him to repeat in his mind that he was happy. You are successful and you are rich, but it is not said with your mouth. After listening, he asked if any other rituals were needed. The Zen master said that was enough. He wondered if this would really work. The Zen master told him to do it from this moment, and come back the next day to find out what happened next. He did as the master said, but couldn't stop thinking about monkeys. Since the Zen master told him not to think about monkeys, he thought about them again. That night, he tossed and turned and had difficulty sleeping. The next day, he returned to the Zen master and told him about the monkeys. The Zen master explained that when we want to get rid of something, it becomes even more deeply ingrained in our mind. After listening, he suddenly woke up and realized his mistake. The Zen master told him instead of hating his sadness, to focus on positive things and repeat the mantra in his mind. This will not have immediate results, but will gradually become true in his life. He thanked the Zen master and returned, changing his thinking and lifestyle. Gradually, he realized the good things around him, luck came to him and family relationships improved. Sometime later, he returned to see the Zen master and asked to become a disciple to learn meditation and improve his mind power. Through this story, we see that when we have negative thoughts, we make ourselves more miserable. If you want to escape unhappiness, stop thinking about it. For those who want to change bad habits, stop thinking about giving up. The more you think about something, the more important it becomes. Let negative thoughts pass naturally. Then whatever you want to achieve in life, you will achieve when you put it in your heart. This story not only helps us realize the power of thinking, but also helps us better understand how to manage our minds. Zen masters taught that our minds are like monkeys that constantly fluctuate, jumping from one thought to another. If we try to control and eliminate a negative thought, it will become even stronger. In modern life, we are often caught up in a whirlwind of work, family responsibilities, and social relationships. Pressure from all sides makes us susceptible to stress and fatigue. Sometimes, we feel helpless and don't know what to do to escape these difficulties. It is important that we learn how to manage our minds so we can face all challenges more calmly and effectively. Meditation is an effective method to help us train our minds. By meditating, we can learn to observe our thoughts without getting carried away with them. Meditation helps us realize that thoughts are just clouds passing in the sky of the mind. We don't need to cling to them or try to get rid of them. When we know how to accept and let go, the mind will become more pure and peaceful. To practice meditation, you don't need to spend hours every day. Just spend 10 to 15 minutes every day sitting quietly, focusing on your breathing and observing your thoughts. Gradually, you will notice your mind becoming calmer, your ability to concentrate improving, and life becoming easier. Besides meditation, we should also practice positive thinking habits. If you want to escape your unhappiness, then stop thinking about escaping that unhappiness and you will escape the unhappiness you created. And for those who want to change bad habits to develop themselves as they want, quit smoking or quit drinking. You often promise yourself that you will be determined to quit drinking in the morning. Your determination is still strong, but when you come back in the evening, you come back drunk. Why does this happen? It always happens that when we want to get rid of something, we give it more importance. Whenever we think of giving up something, we increase its importance more and more in our minds. The more we think about it, the more it will make you think. So when thinking about quitting drinking or quitting smoking, stop thinking about it. We don't have to fight it. We won't take that thought seriously and let it pass naturally. If you can follow this mantra, then whatever you want to achieve in life, you can put it in your heart. And once that goal is in your heart, then there is no problem preventing you from taking action to achieve success. Thank you for watching the video. If you find this video useful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel to receive notifications of new videos. Every day the new channel has a thank you button. If you love the channel and love this video, don't hesitate to press the thanks button so that the channel has the motivation to spread the community better. See you again in the next videos.